guided me that don't go to that debate, it will be a problem. They will misquote you, and believe me, I had two minds. But finally my father guided me, take the name of Allah and go, and I went. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, it was only because of Allah's support that the debate was successful. It was so successful that not a single paper reported it. You know that? Not a single paper.
Now we would be having the question and answer session. We would like you to kindly understand and observe the rules that have to be followed during the question and answer session so that we can derive the maximum benefit from it. 3 mics have been provided for the questions from the audience, 2 down here below for the gents, and 1 up in the center in the balcony for the ladies. 1 question at a time will be put on the mic. The first question being asked by the lady on the top, then we move down to the brother on my right hand side, then we move up again to the next lady in the balcony, we move down on my left hand side to the next brother here, and in similar fashion we move up and down in the center on the top and on the 2 sides below. Written questions on slip papers which are available from volunteers standing in the aisles will be given a second preference after the questions on the mics have been answered by Dr. Zakir. Questions asked should be on the topic women's right in Islam, modernizing or outdated only. Kindly state your question briefly and to the point, preferably in 1 to 3 sentences. This is a question and answer session, not a lecture or a debate session. Only 1 question at a time may be asked. If time permits us, we may allow you a second chance after the others have completed their chance. In the interest of having a less time wasting, a more educative and an interesting question and answer session, our decision to allow or disallow irrelevant questions or time wasting questions will be final. In the interest of eliciting a proper and clear answer from our speaker, kindly state your name and designation before putting forward your question. Your name and designation before you put forward your question so that we can give you a more appropriate answer. Thank you. We start our question and answer session. Dr. Zakir Naik ready at his mic, the questioners ready at theirs. May we have the first question from the ladies in the balcony.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sabah and I am a student. I would like to ask you a question, Zakir Bhai. A man will have hoor, that is beautiful maidens, when he enters paradise. What will a woman get when she enters paradise?
The sister has posed the question that when a man enters paradise, he will get hoor, that is a beautiful maiden. What will the woman get when she enters paradise? The Qur'an has mentioned the word hoor in no less than 4 different places. It's mentioned in Surah Dukhan, chapter number 44, verse number 54. It's mentioned in Surah Tur, chapter number 52, verse number 20. It's mentioned in Surah Rahman, chapter number 55, verse number 72, as well as in Surah Waqia, chapter number 46, verse number 22. And many of the translations, especially the Urdu translations, have translated the word hoor as beautiful maiden. If the word hoor means a beautiful it means a beautiful maiden, then what will the woman get in paradise? Actually, the word hur is a plural for ahwar, which is applicable to the man, and hawar, which is applicable to the woman. And it signifies the characteristic of hawar, which means big, white, beautiful eye, and describes specially the whiteness of the eye. The similar thing is mentioned as azwaj al-mutahharin, many places in the Quran, in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 25, and Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 57, it says azwaj al-mutahharatun, which means companions, pairs. So the word hur is rightly translated by Muhammad Asad as spouse, and also by Abdullah Yusuf Ali as companions. So hur actually means a companion or a spouse. It has no gender. For the man, he will get a good lady with big beautiful eyes, and for a woman, she'll get a good man with big beautiful eyes. I hope that answers the question.
The brother on my right hand side, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Sultan Qazi, I'm in service. I would like to pose a certain question to Dr. Zakir Naik. For evidence given, to prove evidence, why are there 2 female witnesses against 1 male witness?
The brother asked a very important question, that why are 2 women witnesses equal to 1 witness in Islam? 2 women witnesses are not equal to 1 woman witness. 2 women witnesses are not equal to 1 man's witnesses in all the cases. Only in certain cases. There are at least 5 verses in the Quran which speak about the witnesses without specifying male or female. In one place, there is an indication in which 2 women witnesses is equal to 1 witness of man, and that's in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 282, which happens to be the longest verse of the Quran. It says that when you involve in financial transaction in which future obligations are there, reduce them in writing and take 2 witnesses among the men. If you can't find 2 men witnesses, take 1 man and 2 women, so that if one of them gets confused, the other will remind her. This verse of the Quran, Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 282, only deals with financial aspects. Only in financial aspects it is said that take 2 men as witnesses, preferable. Only if you can't find 2 men as witnesses, take 1 man and 2 women. Let me give you an example for a better understanding. Suppose a person wants to undergo a surgery. He wants to undergo an operation, but naturally he would prefer taking the advice of 2 qualified surgeons. If he cannot find 2 qualified surgeons, he would take the advice of 1 qualified surgeon at least, backed with 2 normal general practitioners who have got a normal MBBS degree. Because a surgeon is more qualified in the field of surgery as compared to a plain MBBS doctor. In the same fashion, since the responsibility of the financial aspects has been laid on the shoulders of the man in Islam, he is more well versed in finance as compared to the woman. That's why the best option for witnesses in financial transactions is 2 men. If you can't find 2 men, then 1 man and 2 women. Again, if you read in Surah Maida, chapter number 5, verse number 106, it says that when anyone writes a will of inheritance, take 2 men as witnesses. Again, dealing with financial transaction, men are preferred. Some of the jurists say that even while giving witnesses, in cases of murder, the feminine nature may obstruct her and she may get scared in cases of murder. That's why even in cases of murders, 2 women witnesses are equal to 1 witness of man. Only under these two conditions,